Oh, what's going on, YouTube? It's a very happy Donnie B all day. I am stoked. Listen. Sometimes I will do a video and I'll have sunglasses on in the house. Maybe it's because I just want to. But today I feel like I have to because I don't want y'all to see me crying because this thing is so nice. So, my Rambo series, the dbad Rambo mission series made by the Kukri House in Nepal. We are reaching the next stage here. We are at the next plateau. And oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. This is probably the most comfortable knife in hand that I now own. They did a fantastic job. Oh my God, look at this thing. They did a fantastic job contouring my handle here. Holy Moses. So not only is this the Rambo Mission 3 knife by the Kukri House in dbad, my own design, but this one is now the strongest Rambo 3 knife on the frickin' planet. You will not, you hear that thing in my voice? Oh my God, I've been stuffed up like crazy. So here's the deal. Let me give you the specs. We have a 5160 distilled tapered 8mm thick. Oh yeah, 8mm thick 5160 blade that is 12 inches with an overall length of about 17 1/4, somewhere in there. Remember, these are hand forged, so some might be a 1/2 inch longer, some might be an 1/8 of an inch shorter. It's all because it's hammered. These are hammered by hand. So let's see. Flat ground with a sharpened swedge, and it does have the double sharpened swedge. Hardwood scales. I believe it's a rosewood. The handguard is welded on. All this is one piece, guys. Yeah, no, this isn't your rat tail. No, sirree, Bob. Let's see, plain edged and da. Hoo-wee. Let's go over the sheath real quick. This is a standard Western style sheath that they make. These things, it smells so good, but they not only get the job done, but they do it really well. I love their lanyard straps. They rivet them on and then give you a metal ring for lanyard strapping. They also give you a metal ring at the top. Plus you have your big belt loop, so you can wear this on anything, and it is constructed very, very well. So this knife, now there are a jillion Rambo 3 copies, right? You have your Timber Rattler and your Rattler Timbers and your Timber Atlerers, and you have just so many of them. And then you have Gil Hibbins original, right? I have never, ever, even though I wish I could have, held Gil Hibbins original Rambo 3 design, and without the thing in the slot, you know what I mean? But I would have loved to be able to just hold it. And here's the thing is, if you look at the Gil Hibbin Rambo 3 knife that you could buy from United Cutlery, that one is actually smaller than, it's slightly smaller, but it's smaller than Gil's movie knife. Then if you get the Hollywood Collectibles Group Rambo 3 knife, it's actually bigger. So, and the only problem with the Hollywood Collectibles Group one is being bigger, the handle is a little oversized, it's uncomfortably big, and for such a big blade, and it's huge, they use a very thin stock. So that, you know, I don't care for that too much, but holding the Timber Rattlers and owning them and all that, and then owning the HGC and holding the fake Gil Hibbin, the United Cutlery one, I was left not a fan of that knife. You know what I mean? And I'm not blaming Gil on that one, because his knife was a different size. It was made right. He used 440C. He did a good job. You know what I mean? Gil Hibbin knew what he was doing. And in the movie knife, you will see a hollowed out slot. That was for like this weird 2-blade curved, it would like sit inside the blade like this. It was like this wing, and you could pull it out and you could throw it, but it was really fantasy-y, right? And it just it was not Rambo. I mean, you're talking about American combat specialist. You know what I mean? John J. Rambo, Green Beret. He was not. You know, this was not a movie filmed in 2060, and he was like this futuristic hero, and he needed this weird thing. No, so that didn't make sense. When Stallone held the knife, he was like, "Oh yeah, I just don't like that." So that's why you see a knife with a big slot in it, and there's nothing to do with the slot. And all these people watching, they go, "Wow, look at that slot's because it's a blood groove, and it makes the blood go all the way through it." People are just, no, that's not what it is. It's just it had something in it. Stallone didn't like what was in it, and took it out. And that's it. That's what that thing is. But Gil Hibben's overall knife was nasty. This one is just a little bit nastier. So one thing Gil did that I don't like, and I don't approve of in the knife world, is rat tangs. I don't like rat tails at all. If your pommel is being held on by anything else than the rest of the freaking tang, then you have the wrong tang. You have the wrong pommel. It's gotta be big. It's gotta be burly. This is 8 freaking millimeters thick. This one has full deep fullers, no slot fullers. Now Gil did this really sweet machining right here, where they made these notches, and it was very decorative and very nice. For me, I just don't think it's needed, right? I know he had a purpose, and I think they represented, and somebody out there might know this, but I think the slots represented the guys that were in Stallone's Rambo's unit, right? So I think that's what those were for, but for me, it just they were not needed. The slot was just not needed. It's, you know what I mean? It's just not there. It's just not there. And what was needed to happen is it had to be full tang. And this is hand. I mean, you look at this and you can see the welds. When you look at a knife, you want to see that thing was welded. That thing was made by hand. That thing was sculpted, right? And you know what I mean? I can take a $2,000 polished up piece of crap, and then I can take this thing and I can break it in half. But this guy right here, the dbad collection, these guys are all sub $200, right? These guys are all sub $200, and you're getting a knife that will destroy all those $2,000 wannabes, right? And it comes down to, oh, but these are spit polished, and ooh, this was cut on a CNC machine, and it's all precision, biata, biata, biata. That doesn't matter. What matters to me is a knife that I can use. I don't care if I could see. I don't know if I can, if there's any. I think they did a really good job. But oh, there you go. Some of the polish lines, like when they get to the end, you could see the lines go this way, and then they polish it this way. But then when you get closer to the guard, you got to get in there, and so you can see some polish lines. That's because some guy, by hand, just polished this thing up, sharpened it, made it to go, and it is just nasty. This thing is ready. So here's the thing: is the Rambo design that Gil Hibben so greatly made was a fighting design, right? This isn't your camp knife. This isn't your, anything like that. And oh, you know what? I almost forgot. I believe it's 2.25 inches wide. So this is also wider than the originals. And for some reason, right here on the original, there was a weird step inside the choil, and it never lined up as a full circle. So when I designed mine, I wanted it to be a really nice circle. That's such a minor thing, but for me, it was just like, ooh, I needed it. But 2.25 inches, you can see here's the top of the grip. Here's the top. The blade goes above the grip, below the grip. Here's the grip. Here's the blade way down here. Or the edge. You can see from the tang how much blade there is in front of you, and that is huge when you're talking about stability as a user, right? Now, if this was hanging on a wall, who would care? Who would care? But it's not, because I designed knives for real use. Look at this guard. Look at this guard, man. They did such a nice job on this guard. It's really, really nice. It's contoured well. Oh man, I love the feel of this knife, guys. When you own one, you're gonna put it in your hand and go, I'm not letting this go. The contouring here and my grip length is really, really nice. And you think about, like, my hands are gigantic, and I made it so it's right there. Look at that. I mean, I fit in there like a glove. If you have smaller hands than me, which is a really good possibility, your hands are going to fit in there any way you want it, like any position. It is just so nice. So we're going to take it out, and we're going to use this old boy because that's what I designed it for. And I think this may be one of my main now go-to woods knives, because everything about this so far I am loving. I don't know. Let's see how the edge is. Let's see how that edge is. Let's see. Oh, hey, I got sunglasses on. I can't see anything. All right, so, but I can feel it. I can feel it here. Oh, it's all oil. It's all oil. Let's see. I don't know if I could pick it off here. It's all going to be matted down. Well, my skin doesn't have much hair on it because of the last shaving video. But let's see. Try to. There we go. I found a spot with hair on my arm. You see all that? You see all that? There you go. So I needed a spot that actually had hair because my last reviews I shaved off a little too much, I think. So it's all oil because I have to do my prep for this blade. Now what I do is to make sure that, because it's 5160 steel will oxidize. No problem. It'll oxidize, it'll rust, because it's real massive, nasty steel. This is what leaf springs are made of on a car. And if you look at your leaf spring, you're going to say, oh, it's a little rusted looking all the time. But, man, you can go off a jump and your car's not going to fall apart because that steel is ridiculously strong. So what I do, hold on. All right, so this is what I use. I use Rem oil. It's a gun oil. And what I do is I completely, once I get the blade home, right, from Nepal, it's already got, like, they put their grease on it. And what I do is I clean it all off. I use hot water, and I will clean it. I will wipe it down. I will make it nice and good. Then I take Rem oil, and I fully coat it. I mean, coat the crap out of it. And then I store it in a leather sheath. You can't store a carbon blade in leather because it rusts. Really, look at all my other blades. Look at it. Oh, they're all under that table. I can't get them. But when you look at my other blades, you don't find a lot of rust. And the reason is because this gun oil, what it does, I don't know, it saturates into the steel. When I put it in there, I leave it in there for a few days to let that stuff really soak in. And then I could have a knife that's dry with no oil on it, you know, out and about doing my thing. And as long as when I come home from using it, I clean it, I have no problems, right? So I don't have none of my Cooker House blades have rusted. And the reason is because I use this, I store it in here, and I will leave it in there for days to really saturate. And so if you buy things that are 5160 or 52100 and you're worried about the rust, try that. Try some Rem oil, really suck it in there, and blah, blah, blah. Let's go out. Holy Moses. It is freaking windy out here. I was like, oh, I'm going to take my bike out for a ride. It's nice and shiny out there. And then I stepped outside, and it's freezing, and it's windy. Oh, my gosh, it's blowing right through me. All right, we're going to come over here and to the old stump. We're going to get started on this guy, and I even have something special that we're going to do. So let's stick that in there. Boop. Put that right there. Look at that. Look at that blade. Man, look at that freaking blade, guys. This is, man, I am not in like with this knife. I am in love with this knife. Oh, I got to raise this way above my head because I need 4 feet of travel to do a straight drop. Woo, gosh, look at how deep that thing, just from a drop from 4 feet, because of the weight pulling this knife to the earth. Bam. I mean, balanced? Yeah, I'd say so. Oh, I'd say this thing is balanced quite well. Ooh, oh, gosh, I love it. Let's get that out of the way. Do a couple hard downward throws. We'll check the tip. Oh, my gosh. You hear that? Trying to throw this is like trying to throw a fence post. It's a, golly, that gets in there. Golly, this thing is just awesome, man. I mean, this is so nice. This is so nice. It came out so far better than it had to. All right, let's see. I'm got a big blade here, so I was gonna, wow. Here we go. Here we go. Boop, 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 boop. Now, push cut sharp, I needed to get some leverage. Maybe it's because it's long, it's awkward, but I went through half of it and then just went saw, and it just went right through the other half. Remember, this is a big camp blade, so it doesn't have to be razor sharp, but this thing's pretty sharp. This thing is pretty darn sharp. All right, so now I told y'all this is a fighting knife. This is a fighting knife, first of all, right? And so a fighting knife has to be able to fight, and to fight, you have to be able to go through things like flesh. So I have a pork loin right here, and ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to set it up or not, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try. Maybe give it a good swat. See if we can't pierce some skin, which I'm starting to feel like that shouldn't be a problem. So what I'm gonna do is just a full swing. I tried to nick it, instead I got the whole thing. All right, so that's the front cut, right? Let's try the back cut and see if we can't get this wedge involved. Well, here's the first two pieces. Here's the last piece from the back cut. All right, so man, that thing is pure. So let me tell you something. If that's your arm no more. I mean, that that is about to tear somebody up. So one good thing is my hammer end right here. That's not going, this is all welded on. So if I need to use this as a hammer, no freaking problem. So here I am, I'm in the woods, I'm doing my thing, and I say, oh crap, I need to make a shelter. Well, gonna need some tent spikes. All right, gosh, this is so nice. I need to make some tent spikes. And now normally you'll have your finesse blade, right? And your finesse blade will get all that work done. But if all you have is your big Mondo freaking knife, and you need tent spikes, well, you need to be able to whittle with your big Mondo knife. And so this guy's gonna whittle. Now the ground is frozen, so I'm pretty sure I could still, let's see, maybe I'll try and hammer it into here. So if I was in the ground, I would be able to like really hammer that into the soil. I just hammered it into a tree, right? So I'm talking, this thing is just nasty redonkulous. All right, I am freezing. This is how much I wanted to get this knife out to you guys. Gosh, look at this. Oh man, look at how fine those are. Look how fine those are. Woo, man. Can't light a fire with that, then you can't light a fire with anything. All right, let me look for a good log. Hold on. Woo, wait, what I do for you guys. I am freezing. All right, 8mm thick spine. Yeah, I'd say that's okay. Let's see if I can get that balanced up there. There we go. The wind is fighting me on everything here. Look at that. I am literally just shredding this thing. Look. I mean, I needed the baton the first one, but who knows, maybe I didn't. Look. This thing, every time I go to swing, I let go and the wind is blowing it. You ever think I'm going to take my Rambo 3 and just go out and bushcraft? Yeah. Look. That's a Rambo 3, guys. This is the dbad Mission freaking 3. Oh my gosh. Holy Moses. Woo. This is made to hit. This is strength personified. Holy crap, so freaking cold. All right, what we need to do is chop. I mean, everything else. This is so nice in the hand. This is so nice in the hand. Let's get a good, oh, golly, look at that. Man, I could have made it bigger, and people say, oh, well, if you're making your own, you can make it as big as you want. But it needs to have balance. And a lot of people think, oh, I'm going to make it bigger, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But ergonomically, there's a science to designing knives. You don't just draw what you think is going to look cool. It has to work. And so whenever you get a dbad design, if you're getting it the stock configuration that I drew it up in, understand you're getting a knife that's going to work. It's made for it. You can go out and do anything you want. You can call up the Kukri house and you can say, man, I just saw dbad's Mission 3. I want one so bad, but can you do it with a 15-inch blade? They're going to say, yeah, we can do anything because we hand forge them. So you can have that done if you want, but you're not going to get a knife that's made to work the way I made this thing to work. And that is something that a lot of people don't understand. You can have a knife any size you want, but just because it's big doesn't mean it's right. Wow, this piece is hard. Frozen. Oh my gosh. Wow, this piece is hard. This is hard as a rock. Probably shouldn't be kneeling trying to do this. It's making it harder. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I love this freaking knife. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, wait a second. This might be holding up this from rolling back on me. All right, I'm not going to chop that all the way through, but you can see it was going. It's going all the way through. But I don't want that to land on me, so I'm not going to do that. Let's come over here and just knock something down here. Holy Moses! All right, I can't see anything because of the glare, so hopefully you guys can see what I can't. Holy mackerel. Everything here is frozen. Frozen. Oh, I just punched the stick. Let's not try that. Holy crap. Holy crap. Woo, let's do some more. Let's do some more. This thing, I can't get over how nice it is in the hand, how great the feeling is once it's in the grip. Oh, it does me so well. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So this right here, this is the Rambo's third attempt at being disgustingly nasty when it came to the movies. I just made it disgustingly nastier. I mean, whoo, ran myself ragged right there. I'm cold. You guys, you will not find a stronger Mission 3, Rambo 3 than this one right here. It's just built to be just insane. Freaking insane. Oh, I gotta go clean all that meat before the dogs get out here. So, I don't know. This is one of my new favorite blades. I mean, you guys see what I own. This thing, I absolutely love this knife. I mean, every single thing about it, I love it. I love it. This is going to be a go-to. Look at that edge. Hammering on frozen freaking logs. That edge is beautiful. I mean, these 5160 blades are, you know, virtually indestructible. And the back cut, the forward cut, no matter what cut you're talking about, it's cutting. It's cutting. This thing is just, it's devastating. It's devastating. It is one phenomenal blade right there. So that's it. Holy mackerel. They'll be putting this up on the website real soon, even before it hits the website. If you want one, contact Kukri House and ask them how much. But if you wait just a couple days, they'll get it. They'll get the video out on the website, on the channel, and put this up on www.thekukrihouse.com, and you will be able to one-click purchase. And whew, holy crap. Holy crap. This thing's awesome. All right. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.